Hi, everybody. I'm John Levine, the Brown County 4-H Tech Changemakers Project Coordinator, coming today with another Monday's Motivation STEM style video. This time we'll focus on the science part of STEM. We have the Brown County 4-H Tech Changemakers here to lead you through one of their STEM challenges.
Hello, I'm Riley, and I am accompanied today with Ben and Zach from the 4-H Tech Changemakers, and we're here to show you guys how to make some Oobleck. So this type of thing that changes from a solid to a liquid.
Yeah, so all of these different things can all be found on our website, 4htech.com. I think we should be putting a link, I believe, to our website. But you can find many different challenges as well as the one we're going to be demonstrating today, and more information about us. So.
All right, let's go over the science background in making Oobleck. So matter is all around us. The air you are breathing, the paper you hold on to, the food you eat, and the water you drink. Matter is anything that takes up space. And learning about matter matters. In this challenge, we will be testing different matters. Did you know there are only 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas? It is all about how close and connected the particles are and the force of attraction that the particles have. It is important to understand the states of matter to understand why they act like they do. To understand why we can walk through water, which is a liquid, but not walk through a door, which is a solid. This challenge will be to decide if Oobleck is a solid, liquid, or gas. What do you think? Now let's test the states of matter and make some Oobleck. All right, for your materials, we'll need some cups, bowls, cornstarch, measuring devices with milliliter markings, popsicle sticks, those are optional, and also a tablecloth, which is optional for a mess. And then baby wipes to wipe your hands after playing with it. All right, so here's what you gotta do. Pour 25 milliliters of water into a cup. Put 45 milliliters of cornstarch into a bowl, and then slowly add the water to the cornstarch and mix together. The popsicle stick would be for if you did not want to touch the Oobleck. Otherwise, if you're gonna play with your hands, go for it.
All right, so you just gotta kind of play with this Oobleck to really understand how this works. So I didn't color mine, so it's just plain white. But you kind of get this whole how it's very liquidy like this. But once you start actually playing with it and like grabbing it, you find it's very hard, like actually, and then it starts to kind of turn liquid again. So like what is actually happening, because it, like, as you're feeling it, it feels a lot like a solid if you kind of hit it roughly, but if you just kind of run your hands through it, it's still very liquidy, and obviously it kind of starts pouring off my hands here, but I still can pick it up like a solid. So this is a very interesting thing, because it's got properties of both a solid and a liquid that changes, and it's something known as a non-Newtonian fluid, which is kind of coined from the whole Newton's different forms of things, a solid, liquid, gas. So it's kind of a mixture of like a solid and a liquid. So other things are kind of like ketchup, like toothpaste is kind of still real thick. Anything like this that's really like a thick liquid that if you play with it, like hit it too much, it kind of almost forms like a solid.
So then to finish up here today, I'm going to ask you guys a few questions and try to answer them by yourself. What is the state of matter of water? The answer is a liquid. What is the properties of a liquid? You may have guessed it takes shape in a container and flows. Then, what is the state of matter of cornstarch? It's a solid. And what are the properties of a solid? It keeps its shape and it can break up. So then to finish off, I have a few questions that you can answer by yourself. What makes a solid, and what makes a liquid, a liquid? Thanks for watching. If you guys can, post your Oobleck on any social media on 4-H Tech or at our hashtag 4-H Tech and BC4HWI. Also, another thing, if you guys have more interest in doing these activities like this, you guys can go on to 4htech.com to find a bunch more activities that we have put together for people that's educational. Thanks for watching.